Ooh, I'm a little tired. Being this tired to play. It work. Hey, welcome back. If you here, I appreciate you. Go ahead and like the stream, man. You already know what to do. Help us on the algorithm. I didn't do none of the thumbnails though. I didn't do none of the tags. So if you don't like it, fuck it. There's no video anyway, so no incentive. But here we are. I'm tired. I'm ready to play this franchise game. We gotta ball out today. Kind of have no choice. So that's what we're looking forward to. You're here for a good game. We're hoping to give you one, man. Have some fun today. Got big time George Kittle out there. How come I can't hear anything?
A few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Taken in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Vic, what did you change his
Here's a
name,
play
man?
fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bud Dupree.
He ain't
It'll
no
go
Vic,
as a
man.
loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Oh, he's trying to hit it back.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Who's she gonna come out at, man?
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, San Francisco.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And to give this time to the tailback. And across the chalk
Exposed.
into the end
Knows how to
zone. It's
run
a
in between the
49er
tackles.
touchdown. A great play there.
Good in between them
His
feet.
sixth touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Giants nothing.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone
Get that
before.
locked up
Time
out
to shake
there,
things up a
homie.
little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's hauled
Got
in
it
by
out here,
Brandon
man.
Cooks. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the
Into double coverage,
God,
and it's
how do you
intercepted.
underthrow that?
Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Oh my
Picked
God.
off at the 14, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
after the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Second down and goal. Murray flush to his right. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, we fast out here, baby.
49ers.
Even though I put so many people to block, and he still got through.
And the 49ers
Running back picked
add
him up,
6
though,
to
but
their
it was
lead.
close.
And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Check 53. I got you, son. I got you, son. 53's the mic. Hey. I'm coming. Check. 53's mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Mistake.
Darren Waller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wide, get wide. Check. Fresno.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route.
I know I was pressing some buttons.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks.
God damn, he was outrunning him.
Touchdown, Giants. Brandon Cooks.
I pressed us all, man. We don't run man. So
And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Cooks, man. 35-year-old Cooks.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
The 49er first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pass, there he goes, right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Come on, one of you guys
got to
gotta
be
take that.
incomplete.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Taken from just outside the 30.
Come on, that's how hard
51
right there.
yards on the punt there.
Gotta show
And
that
that
heart,
will
young
come
man.
the offense as they take over.
Yard line.
Gotta show that heart.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Great way to block, man. We were very excited about our rookies
with his
this year.
second touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Niners 35, Giants 7.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Check the out 79 Bronco. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let's go, D.
Back to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
That man,
and his
6'3",
pass is
man.
intercepted for the
That is
4th time
6'3",
today.
yeah.
Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
First down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for
what
more
is going
there
on? Why are you
first down,
short
but
on
this
this
throw
pitch,
downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Move. Hey, we got
Operating from the gun, Murray. And too much juice. It'll be
God,
out of
stop
bounds,
it. That was 2
incomplete.
feet. My man Andre is a beast, bro. He muscling everybody at that height.
The defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 37. Check 37. 53's the mic.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Just keeping the play alive. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver
not
that
a pass
doesn't
he
think
should
he
have
is
thrown. Just
open
trying
or
to
is
get it
about
in
to
there.
be open.
True.
So when you throw your
Yes,
hand
it
up in the
does.
air and tell
I
your
know.
quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Murray going to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Let's put them on the buses.
Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left.
Are they at the tattoo
Contacted
spot or
as he's
something?
trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Niners 42, Giants 7.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Just trying to play little yabba dabba doo.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Let's get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting, you and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
LaMarcus Vick, whoever you think you are, you ain't Michael.
They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now he's flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Come on, 11.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception.
Burge is good. I like it, but
Picked
come
off
on,
at the
man.
16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Murray. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 40-yard line.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Is a turnover on down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side.
And
because
you gotta pick
find
that
something,
house,
some spark somewhere.
Go
And so
to the house
far,
with that one.
just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
2nd and 10.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now from Murray. Forced out to his left. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Giants' 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. To the end zone, but
My
it's incomplete.
gosh, what? Andre, I need you to start making some of these, bro. I need you to start making some of these, bro.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray.
Muskie.
Looking end zone,
really
but
trying
it's
to get that
incomplete.
Pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 4th down.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And 2.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. That's caught by Waller out left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Niners 52, Giants 7.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone.
That's just the start, baby!
That ball out.
And he's probably
play that ball,
realizing
we'll
he should
get
have
that ball
stayed
out.
in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's flushed out left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right.
What are you doing,
And it is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble.
What?
But the key thing,
Like, oh my God.
fumble
What?
loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the turnover, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. This is caught, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this
Yeah,
big,
no offense,
this late in the
bro, but
game,
last game,
I always
stats
wonder
were
what's their motivation
not
because
safe,
if it's
so we
me,
gotta- you kidding me?
I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Just signed Van Der Esch to a big-time contract and he hurt, man.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
TGGs, I would say good game, but everybody
there
got
could be
fucking hurt, man.
repercussions.
So,
We'll
like,
see how they
it
handle
was a
the
really
waning
good game.
moments of this one.
Sacrificed a lot, though, but I appreciate you being here. Like,
big
subscribe to the
offensive
stream. You already know
explosion
what to
helped
do.